My first guests have one of the hottest shows on television, and in April they will host a comedy special for good cause, Amnesty International, on Lifetime Cable. Please welcome Roseanne and Tom Arnold, folks. You know, what's funny to me is that you guys are often thought of as like radicals out in this community because I think you're so normal. Did you ever think of it that way?
Isn't that weird?
Well, I met you, we're hardly old friends, but I have known you before you were Roseanne, and you're always pretty normal, and it always amazes me that everybody gets so wired about the way you guys are, because I think you're just kind of so straight.
Yeah, we are really straight.
In an outlandish way that people can't handle it. Is that...
Yeah, I think that's true, don't you, honey?
Huh? I can't hear you. You know, Carson would have pulled the couch up for us, I think.
I know, man. This is, we gotta whack off some of that wood over there, for God's sakes. That looks...
Well, I think it's because we're really normal, but people can't handle it. They just can't handle it. It's just too weird
But
out
you
there.
seem to have made, in the last couple of years, it seems to me you guys are pretty much completely at peace with it, right?
Yeah.
The press has gotten so weird they can't get any weirder with you,
yeah,
can they?
we don't give a damn no more.
We can't control it, so...
We used to be disgusted, now we're just amused.
Any new tattoos over there, Tom?
Nothing new.
Yes, you got a new one today.
Well, I got, I can't show that one. Well, I got... Let's see what I got here. Don't show the handles. Just help me get it out of here. Stand up. Okay. I've gained some of the weight back, incidentally. Right there. Can you get it on that? That's my AA logo. Yeah, there you go.
I had the AAA logo put on my right cheek.
Well, I lost a bet in a bar. I had to get it. It was a hell of a deal. But that's what I got today. We have a tattoo artist on the show this week.
Yeah. He's tattooed everywhere. This guy, his name's Gil Monty, and we're part owners in this store on Sunset called Tattoo Mania. So if you ever want a tattoo, go down there. He's really good, and it's cut right because he uses old needles.
Honey!
But you get the bottom price.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
He's drawing all of our things. He drew my Star David.
Now, do you worry when there's somebody like Gil Monty, they just completely do it?
His whole body, Dennis.
Do you freak that it might happen to you, or
we might?
Well, you know, it seems like it takes you in slowly, and all of a sudden you look down and you're like an Etch-a-Sketch or something, you know.
She doesn't like the pain, so I don't think it'll happen to her.
I don't want no more.
He is tattooed everywhere, including his winky.
Wow. Right on the eyelid, huh?
It says your name on it. And he bets people in bars.
Yeah, it says your name, you know, Y-O-U-R.
And he'll bet people in bars. He'll say, I bet I have your name, you know. And then he wins the bet. He shows them.
Yeah. And he can make it go from small letters to all caps. But you know, Tommy, I want to travel with you. Just send me out. Hey, now the first time I worked with you, I remember I was working in Denver at Comedy Works. Roseanne was living in Denver, and you were actually, at the time you were living there, you were my opening act. So I get in the back room, and I'm sitting there, and I heard this immense, it was like the biggest applause I've ever heard in my life. I never even watched opening acts. I went out, and I knew within like 10 minutes that you were going to be a huge star.
Thanks. Remember we went to Wendy's?
Yeah, we walked through the drive-through window.
Yeah.
Remember, we didn't have a car. Sorry, Tom, we had a little intimate moment before you.
Who didn't? You know.
You're going to get a foot tattoo, babe. You better watch it there. We'll be right back with Roseanne. Yeah! We'll be right back. Screamin' Jay.
So great. great.
You ever see Dana?
He's so awesome.
You ever see Dana do Carcinio when he tries to act hip but he can't? He goes, "Screaming Jay Hawkins is in my house."
Yeah, that's great.
All right, it's funny to me. Hey, now what's speaking of houses? You're building this Taj Mahal out in Iowa. Tell me a little bit about this.
It's 30,000 square feet. It's a big house, bowling alley, living-sized pool. Let's move on.
That's it?
That's it. What else, honey?
Bowling alley and a
Well, we
pool?
got an 1,100-acre farm, and we have our own feedlot, and we have great neighbors.
Man's not a man without a feedlot,
That's true.
Tommy.
Honey, tell about our neighbor, Leonard Hill.
Leonard Hill's our neighbor. He's 6'9". He weighs about 400 pounds because he's lost weight. And he's a great neighbor. At first, we were a little nervous about him, and he's a wonderful guy. He's got 2 teeth. They're about that big each. But he's a great guy, Leonard. I mean it in a nice way. But he got shot in the heart. He was hanging a guy in a bar once, and the guy shot him. You know, he's very upset.
Happy hour.
He survived. And then, I don't know if I can tell the other story.
And then the other thing is, should I tell it?
Tell it.
Well, he's just a legend in the county. You know, there's 2 legends in this county, and I'm married to one of them. And the other one is Leonard Hill. And he's a big legend because, well, he came over to our house to meet us, and he had all 9 of his sons in the back of his truck, and they're all like 9, but they're all the same age, 9 sons that are exactly the same age. Mm-hmm. And his wife lives in a trailer in their front yard. And
why does she live in a trailer?
Why he's a legend is because one time him and his wife had this fight, and she bit his penis off.
But
now is Tom a legend for the same reason?
They were able to sew it back on, and he had 5 more kids with him.
yeah,
Wow.
so it worked.
That is, you know.
Leonard, we're coming home in 2 weeks. We'll be home in about 3 weeks, so we'll see you.
Boy, that's the one time in a man's life he doesn't want to ask for microsurgery. That hurts.
Man, can you
But
imagine?
I mean, that's,
No, listen, you
that's
just
a
asked me
hell
if
of
I could imagine what it would like to have my penis bit off. And quite frankly, no, I can't.
I mean, you know, you can see if you have a finger to cut off, sometimes they can replace it with a toe. But, you know, have you seen the people with the toes on their hands? But the penis is such a complex instrument. You know what I mean? I mean, there's...
Yeah, sure. My penis is a constant enigma to me. I spend much of my adult life trying to get a handle on it. Now, the thing... I know, I feel like we're doing a road picture here, man. Tell me about the Amnesty International thing. When is this? It's on...
We film it the 8th of March at the Wiltern Theater. But it's a wonderful thing. It's the Year of the Woman. And Rosie and I are hosting it. And there's going to be a lot of... And it's airing on Lifetime Channel in sometime, whatever date you said.
It's on April 14th.
Yeah, it's a real cool thing. You know, Lily Tomlin, Katie Seagal, a whole bunch of famous people. Dana Bernhardt, Vanessa Williams. A whole bunch of famous people are involved in it. And, you know, it's all for a great cause, as you know. It's for a great cause.
Yeah.
And
it's called Amnesty International.
And they wrote a joke for me to say, Amnesty people. You know what? Our show's going up against, it's called Free to Laugh is the name of the show that we're doing. And it's going up against America's Most Wanted. They get people in jail and we get them out. That's our theme.
Yeah.
That's a damn knee slapper.
No, that is a neat. But it's for a great thing. And then we're doing Farm Aid. We're 2 of the hosts for Farm Aid on March 14th, which, you know, we're farmers ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, our farm's actually turning a profit, so we're very grateful.
What do you
Hay, soybeans, corn.
hay?
A government program that pays you for not doing nothing.
Yeah. Now, when you get out there and you get real pastoral and real rural, you're going to have a little Arnold here?
On April 27th, Rosie has her tubes reconnected in microsurgery. And then we get it, after that, within 30 days, we have a 90% chance of getting pregnant the normal way. We were going to adopt, we were going to do in vitro, but after that, we could have it the normal way. Because I've never had any kids, and it's going to be exciting. So we're excited. I think Rosie is about 4 talk shows away from getting pregnant. So,
well, when you get them tied, we'd love to have you back. That's a sweep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I think you guys would be keen parents, you know?
Yeah,
I think.
well, we're already parents. You know, we have 3
Yeah, I know,
teenagers.
but I mean, you're not parents together yet, right?
Well, I mean, the kids live with
we
us.
Just live with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're.
You haven't hatched one of your own
No.
yet. You haven't put the
I have.
Tom Arnold zygote
Yeah.
into the...
Plus we have our kids are teenagers. You know, I want a little one, you know, one that likes me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so. I'm glad I never had a kid until now, you know? I mean, when I was younger and wild and stupid, you know, I'm glad I you know, waited or whatever, lucky enough to wait it, and now I'm ready.
Yeah. Now, Tom, you have your own show coming out, right? It's
Jackie
about
Thomas show. Well, we'll see.
Tell me a little about Jackie Thomas.
Jackie Thomas is, I play Jackie Thomas. He's a star of a television show, a sitcom. It's about his relationship with the writers on the show and the network and so on and so forth. We stole everything bad you've read about Rosie in the first couple years of her show. That's Jackie. And then also, he's a little bit of me because he's a guy that worked at a meatpacking plant in Iowa and got discovered doing stand-up comedy in Des Moines, and he's a star like the next week. And it's how he relates to Hollywood. And we filmed one, and it's real good.
Fire all the writers and everything.
Yeah.
Did you go to when they filmed the first one? Was it funny?
Yeah, it's great.
She produced it.
Are you his
I
big?
produced
You're his biggest
it.
fan, though, right? Does he just
Tom
kill you?
Arnold's biggest fan?
But I mean, does he make you laugh all
He
the time?
kills me. He just kills me. I don't know. He always killed me way before I got in bed with him.
Then he killed you and resurrected you. Well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Hey,
It's nice
thanks.
to see you. Tom Arnold, Roseanne Barr. We'll be back with Sally Kirkland after this. Oh, Roseanne Arnold. We'll be back with Sally Barr.
All right.